Okay, this one's about Karen Merrow, missing, McLeod, California, never found. Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm Darren, this is Tectonic Traveler, and we're going to be talking about the disappearance of Karen Merrow. And I remember this one. It was around McLeod, Northern California, Siskiyou County, another Siskiyou County unsolved murder case, probably. And here's what we know so far. Now, I remember back when this happened in the paper. It was in '97. She was last seen in, I think it was February '97, talking to this couple, older couple, on their porch in McLeod, small town. And she used to live with these people, apparently, but she was just, that's where she was last seen. But she wasn't reported missing until October. So we're talking a long time, you know. February, last seen, and then, but, you know, she had a boyfriend that lived in that house with her, and, you know, they'd had some issues and stuff, but, yeah, she just up and disappeared. Now, one of the things that happened was that they thought was real fishy about it. Now, I don't remember hearing about this, is just a few months later, another girl disappeared from that same location in McLeod. Her name was Hannah. I don't know if I can say her name right. Hannah Zaccagelini, 17 years old, just vanished from the same locale where Merrow was, talking to the same people. Now, here's what's a trip is, you know, they never found her. She's never been found to this day. And both of those girls, unsolved, never been found. There was the guy, the boyfriend that was living there, and then there was another man that was actually hanging around the house. But this couple was, after Merrow had been disappeared, they were cashing checks of hers. You know, it's kind of a no-brainer, isn't it? But the weird thing is, it's like, now they were charged for the murder, but it didn't hold up in court. It was let go, thrown out, lack of evidence. But, I mean, all the locals kind of knew that these people were, and you can look this one up and read about it. Now, I have more information, though, than you'll find, only because I know people that live in McLeod. And so I asked about this, and this is what I found out about that thing is, well, you see these trailers in the back. Well, this is the situation they had behind their house. They had some trailers, and that's where Merrow and this other gal stayed, and the boyfriend. They would stay in those trailers, not actually in the house. And the trailer was kind of out back. McLeod's, you know, lots of trees and woodsy kind of area. And, you know, and people didn't think anything of it. People do that all the time. Yeah, I got some people staying in my backyard or whatnot. But then after the disappearance, before it was actually a big deal and in the news and everything, a couple of people had said, oh, we noticed the Helen bringing food out. That's the lady who lived in the house, the older lady, bringing food out to one of the trailers a lot. And no one ever coming and going out of the trailer. And then there was another report of plywood being on the outside of the trailer. And the lady's still taking food out there. So were they keeping her in there? That's something that we don't know to this day. But the other thing that happened was the boyfriend, the guy that was living in the house, he was later found dead down in Happy Camp, which is real close to that area. And apparently he was killed by one of the best friends of Merrow, Karen Merrow. And so that investigation's still kind of like out there floating around. But I'm making this video because I'm just blown away at all of the people right there in Little McLeod that have just disappeared. And no cases have ever been really held up in court. And there's so many more, you guys. Look up McLeod, Siskiyou County missing persons, and you'll find a whole list. And you'll find that anywhere, but not quite as much. And I'm good at this. I'm looking around, like comparing it. And it's pretty crazy. Now, I've got some more information that I'm looking into about Hannah, but we're going to leave it at this right now. Karen Merrow disappeared. This couple, look up who the couple were there. There's even more you can read about it. And I don't want to take up too much more of your time here. This can kind of open up the doors for another investigation. Interesting stuff, man. And I always get the chills when I get around that place, but I still like it. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. We'll talk to you in the next one.